He was just 15 years old when he shot and killed a homeless man, then bragged about it at a party. This week, the now 21-year-old learned he'll get out of prison before his 20s are over.
The circumstances surrounding Mr. Ross's death is horrendous and despicable.
Ronnie Ross was living on the streets of Albuquerque in 2018 when he was shot at least a dozen times and died. The two young shooters, 15-year-old Timothy Chavez and 17-year-old Anthony Gallegos.
The defendant and his co-defendant shared a 45 caliber Glock handgun on the night of the incident.
Chavez, whose sentencing hearing was this week, had just left a party at the Crown Plaza Hotel near the Big I when he shot Ross 6 times. He later returned with Gallegos, who also opened fire on Ross before the two went back to the party, and witnesses say bragged about the shooting. Those who knew Ross say he moved from Shiprock to Albuquerque in search of work, but struggled with alcoholism. In court, the state read a statement from his sister.
Regardless of what Timothy Chavez and Anthony Gallegos thought, Ronnie was not just a homeless person that could be carelessly murdered. He was always a loving friend, brother, uncle, and son. Ronnie loved his siblings, parents, and friends.
The judge ordered us not to show Chavez's face during his sentencing hearing. He is seen here in video from earlier court dates. He addressed the court, apologizing to Ross's family for the pain he caused.
That night, I was not in the right mind frame where I should have been. I was over my head and scared.
His defense attorney arguing there's nothing to support comments from investigators that Chavez committed the shooting, quote, for fun.
He was acting like Mr. Tough Guy, Your Honor, for lack of a better phrase, but he was really a scared child. He was a scared kid.
Chavez pleaded guilty to first-degree murder 2 years ago and has been in juvenile jail since then. Now that he's 21, he appeared for sentencing in adult court, where Judge Courtney Weeks commended him for his good behavior while in custody and earning his high school diploma. The judge sentenced Chavez to 13 years in prison, with credit for the 5 years he's already served. That means Chavez will be out in 8 or earlier with good time.
Certainly, if you were an adult at the time, you would be looking at a different sentence altogether.
First-degree murder usually carries a sentence of 30 years in prison, but under Chavez's plea agreement, he faced no more than 15. The other shooter, Anthony Gallegos, also pleaded guilty to first-degree murder. He has yet to be sentenced.